Welcome, camera on site. So, you probably already tell, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, big deal to me, big deal to me. Well, something came out recently that you knew your boy was gonna buy. Ghosts from the Past 2, the second haunting. The ghosts from the past have come back to haunt you once again. This all-foil booster set includes a massive mix of top and tournament favorites, plus dozens of other cards getting foil upgrades for the first time, and brand new cards including powerful new monsters like Crystal Beast, Rainbow Dragon, Deco Talker Heat Soul, and Barrel End Dragon. Some boxes will even include one of 9 new Ghost Rare cards, including old favorites like Cyber Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. And each box contains 20 cards. I bought 3. That's what my mom has used. Not only did I buy those 3, I bought 2 movies. So let's just get the movies out of the way with. I bought Encanto because in Disney collection, you get Encanto. Next week I'll probably focus more on my Disney collection than cards. Um, but yeah, this movie resonates with me because she's like the odd one out. She feels like the least favorite. Of all that stuff. It was a really beautiful movie. I loved it. Um, One of my favorite songs was when Maribel goes to her sister, the flower one, and they sing in her room. That scene was gorgeous. The other movie was Uncharted, which I haven't seen. I'm actually going to watch it right after this video. But I heard it was good. Like Tom Holland. I'm going to watch it. Now, the second haunting. Yeah, that's a lot of packs. We got 60 cards right here. And just so you know, you are not guaranteed a pack art. Only one of them contained all 4 different arts. I ended up getting 5, a whole hand's worth of Blue Eyes White Dragon pack arts. 2 Dark Magician Girls, 2 Barrel Dragons, Cyber Dragons, and 3 of whatever this is. I don't know who that is. That could be a Dragoonity. Looks like a Dragoonity. Either way, we're opening it first because I don't know what it is. So I don't care what it is. Um, Katsun Echo. Okay, don't know about that one. Uh, Blue Bluebeard, the Plunder Patrol Shipwright. I've never seen this card before in my life. The Agent of Life, Neptune. I love the Agent cards, but I have never seen that one. Really cool. Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. It's a Cyber Dragon. I guess I should have figured that. It's really cool. Despian Tragedy. This looks really cool too. Honestly, so far, so good. Nothing amazing. I'm not expecting full Ghost Rare. Obviously, that's the goal. You want a full one. Dark Magician Girl, obviously. Dramaturge Despia. The Despia cards are dope. Like, jeez. Salaman Great Blaze Dragon. Sky Cavalry Centuria. 2 level 2s. Insector Hornet. Okay. I definitely remember this card. The Agent of Mystery from the structure deck. The Agents Master Hyperion structure deck. I definitely remember that one. That was actually one of the foils in that uh, structure deck. Heavenly Dragon Circle. It's a worm card. Despia, feature of the Brandon. The Despia cards look so cool. Vision Hero Increase. Oh, this one's classic. Dark Contract with the Swamp King. And Pendulum Area. And that is those ones. So let's open up Blue Eyes before the Cyber Dragon. Oh, okay. Number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Really dope looking card, not gonna lie. Baxia Brightness of the Yangtze. Interesting. The card art looks familiar, but the name not so much. The Sacred Waters in the Sky. Activate one Sanctuary of Sky directly from your deck. Yeah, makes sense with all agent cards. Very beautiful looking. Very, very beautiful looking. Holy crap. Dotscaper. Okay. DD Necro Slime. Interesting, I guess. Alright, Cyber Dragon time it is. Go up top is Doppel Warrior. Like, it kind of looks familiar, but at the same time, Knight. What are you? Geo Mathmech Final Sigma? Really cool. Another Vision Hero. Track Black. Oh, okay. Very beautiful looking card. Shadow Vampire. Cannot be used for Xyz except for an Xyz of Dark Monster. Very cool looking. Vampire cards have such beautiful cards. There's no getting around that. That's for sure. Yep, Tinyi Spirit, Shitana. Vampire Kingdom. Really cool looking. Reptile Ape. Cannot be destroyed by battle. This card was normal summoned during standby phase of the summoning player's next turn. Contribute this card to special summon up to 3 level 4 or lower reptile and or rock monsters from your hand and or deck. Banish them during the end phase. If you special summon 2 or more monsters, they must have the same name. Weird. Vampire Takeover. Another agent card I'm very familiar with. The Agent of Miracles, Jupiter, which was the other hollow from the one deck. Okay, now we're gonna do Blue Eyes because I'm a magician person, so Darkness Shiro goes last. Oh, you knew it was coming. Sanctuary in the Sky. 9 Pillars of Yang Zine. EDD Vice King Requiem. Vampire Duke. The Agent of Wisdom, Mercury. Who I believe was in the structure deck? Maybe? It definitely wasn't on. If he was. Anyway. Okay. What else we got here? Rookie Warrior Lady. Seems a little out of place, but okay. Ghost Trick Spectre. Like the tongue. DDD Destiny King Zero Replace. Definitely cool. Fist of the Unrivaled Tin. Jormungandr, Generator, Boss of Eternity. Definitely gives me Norse vibes, for sure. Vision Hero, Poisoner. Another Vision Hero. Ghost Trick Stein. Okay, wasn't expecting her. She seems a little confused too. Merdell, Generator, Boss of Light. I guess solid generator. She is level 9, and it does say it requires 2 level 9 monsters, so that, I guess she's not as out of place as I assumed she was. Very beautiful looking card. Another Ghost Trick. Another vampire card. Vampire Stalker. Reminds me of somebody from Mega Neptunia Dementia. Hyper Dimension, whatever you call it. I never played any of the Hyper Dimension games, just Mega Dimension. Thunder Patrol ship. Reptilian Spawn. Another Replace. I'm not saying his whole name again. Inzektor Sword. Caliber. Talk about a classic. Rose Spectre of Dawn. Feral Emperor. Snake Yashi. That was very classic. And now we've finally gotten to the final 2-pack. The Dark Magician Rose. Now we just gotta figure out how to open it. That would be great. There we go. Another agent. Agent of Judgment. Saturn. Tinley Spirit. Nahata. Ghost Trick Mary. Malefic Cyber End Dragon. Copy normal summons. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 Cyber End Dragon from your extra deck. There can only be 1 Malefic monster on the field. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. If there is no face field fell on the field, destroy this card. And that's why I've always had issues with Malefic monsters. I've got a couple. Ghost Trick Lantern. The Ghost Trick cards are very cool, very beautiful, very fragile, very. But then again, I haven't done much research for the Ghost Trick. I guess you could say Ghost Trick strategies and whatnot. Advanced Ritual Art. This card is used to ritual summon any 1 ritual monster. You must also send normal monsters from your deck to the graveyard whose totals levels equal the level of the monster. So is it like a double? Do you have to like send cards from your hand and the deck? Just the deck. Ghost Trick, So Cute Boss, Succubus. I get it.
Oh, who are you? Who are you?
Um, Majesty Hyperion.
He is freaking cool.
It's not Master Hyperion. I like Master Hyperion better because he's red. Majesty Hyperion. That, yeah. Contract with the Void. If you have three or more cards in your hand, discard your entire hand. Then you can special summon one Infernity monster or one level 8 Dark Dragon Synchro monster from your graveyard. That is
Dope.
And then we end on what I would consider a whimper because I don't really care for the DD archetype. It's a DD Lamia. Lamia. I will have to say, um, yeah, we go through this real fast. Advanced Ritual Art, really like that. All the Ghost Trick cards, I actually really liked as well. The Plunders, don't really care for. The Vampire cards, I like Miracles. I guess you could say artwork quite a bit. Rookie Warrior Lady seemed very out of place. I mean, who am I really to say? But yeah, the Agent cards, I really liked all of them. Really liked all the Vampire cards. That's for sure. Geomathmic Final Sigma, pretty cool. I will say, out of all of these, I guess number 38, Hope Harbinger, pretty dang cool. Dark Contract is a nice card to pull.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about him.
Despia, you didn't get much Despia, but the Despia you did get, I like both of them a lot. So yeah, like all the Agent cards, I liked all of them. And then the Sacred Waters in the Sky, Ghost Trick cards were nice. I like Ghost Trick. I like their cards. I just don't know much about them. Same thing with the vampires. I like the vampires. I like the cards. I just don't know much about them. Despia's one I'm very Despia, whatever. Very unfamiliar with, but I liked the few that I saw. Of course, the hero cards, Vision, Hero, Poison, and Increase. Like those. And there's some like cautious looking monsters in here. Like I said, number 38, Gaia Cavalier Centuria, Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. That was really cool. Salmon Great. The Jormungand Boss of Eternity. That one as well. Those were all dope. Like I said, really the biggest thing we got a lot of that I just don't care for are the, I guess you could say Tenyi. I know how useful they can be. And Zector. But, you know, we got quite a few DD cards, and I'm just not the biggest fan of DD, like, in general. I mean, don't ask me why. I'm just not. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not done just quite yet. Because there's some things I ordered online that have come. There's two that haven't. But I'll show the two games I got online. The book, I'll wait until the other books arrive. But I mentioned it earlier. That's Mega Dimension Neptunia 7, um, which I get it. It's very fan servicey, very risque, I guess you could say. In its, I guess you could say designs and stuff, especially for like Purple Heart and all those like hearts, Orange Heart, whatever. They're all like based off each other. But that being said, I like the humor of the game. I like the gameplay of the game. I think it's a really good RPG in general, and I still remember beating it. Like the game was a huge surprise to me when I rented it, and I finally bought it. It only took me like 4 years maybe since I played it, but I finally bought it. It's a really good game if you can get over the risque fan servicey aspect of the game, which doesn't bother me, but it's not necessarily the reason why I wanted or played this game. I like the humor of Neptune and all of them characters, and the gameplay is just I enjoy the gameplay a lot. The other one is I'm staring at it right here. One of my favorite games of all time. And it took me this long to get a physical version of it. I have it on the PS4 on digital, and this is not a newer game. This is an old game. This game is 23, believe it or not. 23. PlayStation 1 game. And it's probably in my top 5 favorite games of all time. And I figured, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna finally buy and get myself a physical version. Even if I never play the physical version, even if I always go back to the PS4 digital one, I know this is my one of my favorite games of all time. Obviously, Majora's Mask is my favorite game of all time. And I think slightly below it might be Kingdom Hearts 2. But this is like a third or fourth place in my top 5 of all time, and probably always will. That's Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX has and will always be one of my favorite games of all time, even if it did come from an era of even if it did come from an era where you needed 4 discs, 4 discs to beat it. You got Zidane and Garnett, and Steiner and Peavy. Honestly, VV probably low key my favorite character in the whole game. Like I really love Zidane, and it's a fight between Vivi and Zidane constantly for who my favorite one of all time is. Who my favorite character overall in the game is. I think Zidane always edges out just because he's the main protagonist. But if I were excluding Zidane, Vivi hands down. He's precious. He's you must protect at all costs. Vivi is my child. Right? Must protect. Super sad story. Like the game is so lighthearted and humorous, and then at the end, it's just like punching you in the gut constantly, just whamming the emotion right in there. It's like thanks guys. I really wanted these gut punches right here after you made me laugh, basically this entire time. And the opening sequence of this game, where you're kidnapping Garnett, who wants to be kidnapped, is one of my favorite openings of all the video games, where they're on the stage and everybody thinks it's a play and everything. And they think you're all part of the cast and crew, and you're actually not. You're a traveling theater group, but the game's perfect. I love everything about it. It is my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. I know 15 really gave it a run for its money because 15 is near and dear to my heart. I'm heavily nostalgic, and I don't know. It means a lot to me for the time I played it and for the amount of energy and time I spent on it. It really grew on me exponentially. Don't get me wrong, 13 is fine. 10 is good. I like 10 for the most part. Still haven't beaten it. Still have to find a bosses. Like I'm fighting Jacked at the very end of the game. I don't know how many bosses are after him or if there is any. Um, like I said, 9 favorite game, favorite Final Fantasy. 8 never played, but I've heard a lot of bad things about it gameplay wise. It's very touch and go. 7, I loved 7. I thought it was great. 7 remake was phenomenal and amazing, and I loved it. 6 I haven't played. 4 I have started, got a little bit in on it. That's about all I can say about that. 1, 2, 3, 5, never even touched them. Probably will never, ever, because I just don't have the patience. But this is a little art on the back of the name with some lady. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be Freya, is it? Also, for somebody who comes in really late in the game, this guy right here, who doesn't really say much, doesn't really do much, really gave him a lot of picture area. He's right there. There's still 3 other party members in this game, and one of them much more important than him. It's Freya. Pretty sure that's her name. You got Quinn. I understand why you don't put him on there. Yeah. I get these 4, 100%. They have to be there. They are literally the most integral, important people to the story. And these are extras. You have Akel, who's funny. You have Quinn, who's quirky. You have Amarant. I actually forgot his name. Who's very silent, and I'm pretty sure he's the last person who joins your party. And then you have Freya, who's way much more integral early on, and just a better character than Amarant. Is it because is it because of her look? Is that it? Are they being racist towards her? Is it because Amarant just looks cooler? I don't care if he looks cooler. He's not as important, and he doesn't deserve Freya's spot on the cover. Look at this. That's him. That's Amarant. Again, he's got the whole back. You got Vivi right there. How even in the picture, it's Zidane, Garnet, Amarant, and Vivi. What was this person's affinity with Amarant? He's literally everywhere. Steiner is way more important than him. And Amarant appears on this 3 times, front and back. He appears on the front and the back more than anyone. Whoever designed this, and this must have been a huge Amarant fan, right? Because he's right there, even though Freya's more important, longer. He gets that cool running shot, and he's in the freaking little gameplay square they show with Garnet, Vivi, and Zidane. And of course, Garnet gets her one little silhouette, and Vivi gets his cool little fire shot. What was the marketing person's like fixation for Amaranth? Somebody who comes in last and doesn't do a whole lot. I don't know. I don't know. I'm done ranting before I lose my mind. The next pickups will probably go over the books I bought if they show up. I mean, two of the books I bought said they weren't going to show until like May 22nd, 23rd, and 12th. A week and a half away. But yeah, picked up two movies. We went over the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then I talked a little bit about some RPGs. A highly underrated one that I will consider as a guilty pleasure, just because I know it's risque. It's very suggestive in its animations and stuff, but the humor of the characters is really good, and the world, the enemies are really hilarious, and the gameplay is just amazing. It definitely is a guilty pleasure, and it's just a really good RPG in general. And then, of course, Final Fantasy IX, one of my favorite games of all time, that I finally had to pick up a physical PlayStation version, just because it's one of my favorites. Eventually, I'll do the same for Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, where I'll get a Nintendo 64 cartridge for them. But that's probably when I'm in a better position to buy that stuff. So yeah, hope you have a great day. Let me know what Ghost Rare you're wishing you could pull from the second haunting of Ghosts from the Past. Let me know what type you enjoy from Ghosts of the Past most. Is it Ghost Trick? Is it Despia? Is it the Agents? Is it DD? Is it something that I didn't pull? I don't know. Hope you have a great day. Remember, only you can do the best you can possibly. If you like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, if you're friend. That would really me out. And ta-ta.